Yes, people, welcome back to Transfers with Ash, and this is the third episode. I obviously delve into the incomings and outgoings of all things Arsenal, and it's been an interesting week. Last week, I was a frustrated guy, frustrated. Things seem to be moving very, very slowly. It's all happening, everything that's is just quiet, nothing's really happening, and it's pretty much still the same. However, certain things are starting to move here and there. We're hearing different rumours. And certain things seem to be advancing. So we're going to delve into that. We're going to delve into the outgoings, the incomings, like I said. And we're going to start with the centre forward position, like we've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks. And for the last couple of years, we need a number 9. It's still looking like it's either Sesko or Gyökeres, but there's still no clarity on who it's going to be. There's no clarity whatsoever. There's been literally no movement on that deal in terms of the news we're hearing. Watkins' name is still flying about as well as like a third option. But yeah, it's there's nothing that I can tell you, anything fresh that's happening. So we'll see. It looks like Gyökeres is holding out for us and hoping that we do come in for him. It sounds like all his eggs is in the Arsenal basket, and if we do go for him, he will definitely be coming. But I still have a feeling the club are pushing for Sesko more than any striker. So we'll see what happens with that one in the coming weeks. But yeah, there's no movement on that. The left wing position, we've seen Nico Williams has chosen to join Barcelona. If they can strike a deal with Bilbao, it looks like he'll be going there. That one's pretty much off the table. Rodrigo, the rumours are still flying about. He played for Real Madrid in the Club World Cup, but he played on the right hand side, got an assist for their first goal. The rumours are that he's still waiting to speak to Xabi Alonso and looking to see if he's going to have a chance on the left wing, which is very, very unlikely. I think if he knows in his heart of hearts, he knows that's not happening with Vinicius there. He ain't going to be playing on the left wing. So it's whether or not he's willing to be patient by this time and backs himself to knock him out of that position. But it's looking like he will be leaving Real Madrid. But who knows? Who knows? So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We're hearing that it's a deal that would, if it does move, it would be after the Club World Cup. So we'll see what happens with that. In the left back position, we've got interesting developments with Jarrell Hato that seems to be moving forward a bit more. Looks like we've initiated discussions with his agents. Apparently that's going well according to reports. Obviously he's a young defender at Ajax, similar to Timber in many ways in that he can play as a fullback or as a centre back. He's obviously left-footed, so he'll be on the other side. He's currently at the under-21s Euros with Netherlands. I think they've made it through to the semi-finals. So yeah, he's a very, very interesting talent. Very good player, very good player. Like I said, he can play out wide, he can play centrally. He is young, so we'd have to wait a bit more for him to obviously find his peak level. But if the likes of Zinchenko are leaving, who's rumoured to be leaving, Tierney's gone, Kivior could be leaving as well, so we're definitely going to need reinforcements there. So yeah, I'd welcome that signing. But I would be more interested, especially in the left back role, of more of a marauding left back. So someone that's going to be overlapping, especially if we sign someone like Rodrigo, who would like to come inside and interchange. Similarly to how Alexis did for us. I know a lot of people are comparing him to Alexis in terms of how he plays and if he was to sign for us. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But that one seems to be developing, and we'll see what happens. There's been rumours about Mark Gay, who is unlikely to sign a new deal with Palace. Looks like he'll be leaving. It is a World Cup year, so he will be looking to be playing first team football. So that's why I don't think we'll get him. I can't see it happening. I know Newcastle were in for him last summer. We're hearing Liverpool are in for him as well. But whether they're going to let Konate go because he's not agreed a new deal yet, I don't know. If he does, then I'm sure they'll be in for him. They've obviously lost Quansah, who's gone to Bayer Leverkusen or on the verge of going. So yeah, it's an interesting one with Mark Gay, but I can't see it happening for us. Centre midfield. So it's looking like Partey is more closer to leaving than actually signing a new contract. So are we going to look for reinforcements in central midfield? And the name that's not going away is Lucien Agumi, who I mentioned last week. on the transfer show, and yeah, that seems to be the name that's been put forward the most. I've heard a rumour about Christian Norgard of Brentford. Not sure if there's any legs to that rumour, but yeah, we'll see how that one develops. But it does look like Thomas Partey is going to be leaving, so we will need a replacement in that area of the pitch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really heard much more on the like the Saka backup options. I know that we are kind of in the market for someone, but I can't see that that's not going to be at the forefront of our priorities. That's something that will probably happen later in the window. We have heard names like Bakayoko. I've heard of Kubo as well, who's at Sociedad. But yeah, I can't see anything developing with that for now. The Zubimendi deal's pretty much done. I'm hearing he signed his papers. I think the medical was done as well. So we're just awaiting the official announcement of that. If you heard my video recently, or a couple of weeks back, I did say that it looks like we're waiting until the 1st of July to announce him then, to help with Sociedad's books and our books as well. So yeah, we'll see some developments with that one probably going into the following week, and hopefully he'll be announced. But that'll be a massive signing. He's a proper player, and I'm looking forward to him being in our colours. And yeah, in terms of incomings, that's pretty much it for now. Obviously, as the week goes on, I'm expecting things to get to warm up a bit. We're coming to the point where the contracts are ending for the 30th of June, and the window will obviously be reopening as well. So yeah, let's see what happens in the coming weeks as the Club World Cup progresses as well. As that finishes, I'm sure the deals are going to be moving a bit more. So we'll see what happens. But outgoings, obviously I touched on Thomas Partey. I mentioned Zinchenko as well. There has been an interesting rumour this weekend about Gabriel Martinelli, and that apparently Bayern are interested in him. I know they want a left winger. They wanted Nico Williams. He's obviously chose Barcelona. They've spoken about Leao, Matoma, and Martinelli's the latest one that's been spoken about. So that's an interesting one. If they do go for him, is it the time? Is it the right time to cash in? Looking at about 60 million pounds, I think it's a tough one. But if they're really going to be offering that amount of money, that's a good deal. That is a good deal. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure if that one's got much legs, but we'll see if that progresses at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the outgoings for now. I haven't really heard too many more rumours or anything concrete about anyone leaving. So yeah, we'll see how things progress. It is still early days in terms of the transfer market. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, your comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content throughout the week. And then next week we go again with the transfer show. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one.